Well, hello guys, hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, so we're going to look at Charles V and the Church of England, and you know, we're going to cover a lot of these things just to see where the land lies, okay? Well, I'm sure it's going to prove interesting. Anyway, okay, so I've just done a set of four questions, to tell you the truth. But it didn't make no sense to me until I went and checked some it, and I found out to my horror that it was right. So let's have a look then. So how does King Charles feel about Christianity and Catholicism? Yeah, well, that one, you know, I think he's found it very hard to battle, to be fair. So this is probably about what he's saying, his beliefs as well. It's like, you know, he feels it's hard to keep his mouth shut for some reason. Well, I don't know about that. Yeah, where our church is, yeah, you do. And I'm getting an ego as well, so he probably feels higher in a different religion than he does to, and I'll just say ours for the sake of it, okay? What feedback is he getting from his congregation, you know, of our religion? You know, what are they saying to him? What feedback is he getting from his kids, or, you know, his staff, his advisors? You know, what are they advising him regarding our religion? That he's got to do more. That he has got to do more, okay? And he can't just go around wanting to change their roles. What they're saying to him is basically, because I didn't realise until 10 minutes ago that Charles doesn't have a boss in the church. He's head of it, and he doesn't have a boss in the world, okay? There's no one over him, no one to answer for. And what I will say is about our governments, they answer to us, okay? They answer to us. We have the right to be heard, the right to have a debate, the right to go to petition, the right to protest. They have to listen to us. The votes, that's how they get in power, is through us. So they need to connect with us. Whereas Charlie Boy has never felt like that. Has never felt like that. His mum did, but Charlie hasn't. I've always called him Charlie Boy, honestly. It makes some people laugh, and I think that's what we did used to call, you know, people with Charles' name. It was quite trendy in the 70s, wasn't it, and 60s. Oh, you met a Charles when he was 86. If he was looking in a care home and looking after somebody, you'd think, oh, I know all about him just with his bloody name. And how does, you know, how is King Charles... You know, is he going to take notice? What's he going to do? He's not taking notice. Absolutely not. You know, and continues to turn down the opportunities as well. I think somebody wants to do an interview with him. Oh my God, please don't. What's he going to do? Well, I do get turning down stuff, but he'll probably turn down their advice. I don't really feel like he's toning it down for us. And what you know, what are his what are people, you know, what's he being advised from the church about? You know, how does the church feel about the king and our religion? Right, so usually that would be blackmail. So how do they feel? Like it's a takeover? Like, don't leave it too late. Do not leave it too late, you know, Charles. Yeah, we're going to become a minority. Okay, so they're feeling threatened. Why would Charles do more to be seen doing more in our religion? Oh, you know, don't want to upset everybody else. I'm going to go back to this one here. For what reason does the Church of England believe that King is pushing another agenda? For what reason? They think he's doing this because money. Money, security. That is so bizarre. Why would they think he wants money? He's got loads of money. Security, security, security. Does the church believe the king is selling his soul to this religion so it saves the monarchy in the future? No, not moving, not moving. No to the house, you shit. No to the house. They believe he's doing this for, all I can say is money. Oh, the no to the house, that keeps coming up. The no to the house. Is it because of our government? Absolutely. Keep the sweet, give them what they want. Okay, so there's your blackmail there as well. Yeah, this is definitely government here. Absolutely spot on. The king has been told to be as welcoming as possible, you know, like our doctors, our NHS, our local councils, our, you know, our schools, you know, be as welcoming as possible because the government told you they had to. And that was to get the votes. And that is the reason. Is that the reason? Yes or no? What's in the card? No. Oh my God. What is... So if it's not to get the votes... So the government has said, play nice with the M's. Why would they say that? Money. Why would they say that? Well, they'd say that because they're getting money as well. Kind of feel like Charles is more security here, long-term security, and you're getting the money though, but you're getting people being paid money as well in government, so it's double-handed. Okay, you're going to government and saying, right, well, pay, you know, we'll pay you, do this, and then the government say to our royal family, you're gonna do this, and in turn we won't do this. So does Charles fear that the government will want to, you know, put the monarchy up for discussion? Yeah, I don't trust them at all. They're out to destroy the monarchy. They're not there for it. Well, King Charles, you're doing it yourself. But, you know, I'm less angry now that I understand you're being told to do this by the government, but it's still not fricking on. And then for the church to have to bend your way as well. I mean, is there anything in this world that's not right? You know, honestly, sometimes I wake up and think I'm in I think I've lost my rocker sometimes, you know. All this shit, kids can be boys, can be girls that day, you know, all of it. All of it, men and women's changing rooms, you know, even just being obvious about their intentions as well. The fact you can't walk down a street without, you know, having to witness, you know, something going on, feeling unsafe, being in your house at night and hearing a noise, you know, and you've got all the lights turned off because you can't afford the freaking electric, and then yeah, you're terrified, aren't you? You're terrified. So I know where you are, yeah, people. I really do. Just have to calm it down, won't we? Oh my God, that was a hell of an output. But, you know, this is it, isn't it? The world is just not the world anymore. Everything has changed. Nothing is the same and nothing is goddamn real. And half the time, you know, the past few days I've been waking up thinking, am I the creator of my own reality? And, you know, am I just with a lot of people? That's my family as well, that, you know, are just programmed a certain way. And yet I've managed to sort of manufacture 10 neighbours down the road and I've never seen the door or the house before, you know, and you just think, am I creating all that? It's a bit like that Lucy, you know, there's a film called Lucy, so she just goes round and round and watches it, you know, goes back and forth time-wise, I think. And yeah, it's just like, it feels like that sometimes, honestly. I have to ground myself. I'll be doing that today, actually. So, but yeah, it is, isn't it? It's just like, all of it's gone to shite. So how does the king feel about having to promote one group over another? And we're not the only bloody groups, you know. There's Jewish people as well, Sikhs, Hinduism, I can't remember what else, but there's, you know, there's a few fair others. How does he feel about having to choose them over us? Yeah, he can't do anything about it, okay. His ideas are held back. He's not allowed to tell you, and so he must know that we're hating him. Does he know that we're hating him because of this? Yeah, all the letters are piling up, the emails, the phone calls, you know, the post deliveries. The king has no boss. The king has, as a king, he has no boss. As, you know, the head of the Church of England, he has no boss at all. Not even the government are his boss. Yeah, he's getting it from all sides. I think, you know, William is going absolutely... it's just a wrong path. How's William feeling about all this then? Now we know the truth. So William's thinking of rumours, but he's thinking of being, you know, creative as well. Maybe hide it better. Could Charles hide it better? I don't know. I just feel like maybe William feels that we're making a bigger deal of it. Does William believe we're making a bigger deal out of it? Friends, 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 parties, celebrations. So they're events. So he probably doesn't see it like we do. Does it, yes or no? Does he see it like we do? Yes. I don't know. Right now, all I'm getting is rumours, parties, events, and then attending. Maybe William feels like there's only so many events that his dad attends, or that some events aren't even, you know, picked up on. Is that right? No. Blackmail. So he sees it the way the king does. He sees it the way we do, but he also knows that this is... so how does William feel about the government making his dad do this? And, you know, is William also affected? Is he been told that he has to do this kind of thing more? Yeah, absolutely. Don't know what to do. I tell you what, just tell them to stick it. Stick the monarchy and stick this, because what would you be living? A goddamn lie. And all that, eventually, all that nice and goodness in you would just be eaten away by having to live like that, and against your own wishes and against the people. And also, you've got a war with the government as well. Did they try and do this with the Queen? They did. But I'm not sure they got quite what they wanted at all, to be fair, because, you know, she was older. And then, of course, you know, so I think it's this government and a bit of the last one, actually. But I just feel like they didn't want to overload her. They knew she was ill, so they've left off her. But you see, doesn't King Charles realise that William has now inherited this problem, and so will George? He understands. Certainly where, you know, William is concerned, certainly, because, like, you never know. So King Charles is thinking, he's saving their monarchy, the position for William. But exactly what are you saving, okay? Go against your government, tell them to F off, tell them you're not doing it, show the people what you're really about, who you really care about, and do exactly that. And I guarantee the next party that wants to be in and says they'll keep the monarchy forever and a day, then so be it. Is King Charles afraid of William and what he's thinking? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Right, so I say, oh, yes. I say an interview. I say the other side of the world. I say that William will, when he said in an interview before that the monarchy would still be there if we wanted him, and also that he would be making changes. And I believe those changes are somewhere here. How does William see our government? Not surprised. That'll be all governments, by the way. All. Yeah, look. Unprofessional. You know, yeah, so it's one thing to, you know, try and make somebody happy for a moment, but then to have to increase it and move the goalposts, and, you know, to the fact where we hate our king practically, and that's the truth of it. You know, it is, whether you like William or not. You know, he's not protected either. Yeah, he's like, I ain't getting involved. I ain't getting involved. And as well, he voiced his opinion or thought on something, and that didn't go down well at all. I don't know who it's with. So I thought, better of it. It's not about not getting involved. It's about knowing your place or knowing who to share things with. Well, how far is King Charles going to take this? So I'm getting removal, enforcement, unwilling, and no choice. So, oh dear. Removal. Take yourself out of a situation. Doing something by force. Is King Charles praying for restore Britain? Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's what he's waiting for. You know, he wants them all removed as well. They all have to go. McLeod, you know, is right, is Rupert Lowe. Cut off every source of income or food or anything, and they'll soon be running back home. And half of them, right, who go to prison, it's not because they're mentally ill, it's because they're homeless, and they know that if they stay here over 5 years or do a 3-year sentence, they won't have to go back and, you know, commit a crime and then, oh my God, human rights, you know, because you don't like chicken nuggets and send you back over there. So he is waiting for them. He is waiting for them. I've told you all before, and I'll keep saying it again. I'll ram it home. Restore Britain. All roads lead there. Okay then, so, you know, once this is a different government, how different would the king be? How different? We'd need to know this. We would need to know it to give an understanding. I feel like whatever he says wouldn't be good enough. But he would do his best to communicate. But he wouldn't be able to say everything. He wouldn't be able to share everything. So would it just be a case then that we notice there's a difference in the king and his loyalties to us, our religion? Absolutely. Absolutely. We would see him moving forward and a lot of progression. And so I think he will be able to do that. You know, I mean, to be fair, I was quite happy to hang him this morning, but, you know, on this part, this is why. But let's have a look. You know, how would that other demographic feel about Charles under a different government. Yeah, good. I'm glad. Not happy. Not happy. Oh dear. I think that's Harry. I think they'll be confused. I don't know. Is that how they'll see the king? Yes or no? What's in the card? No. Oh dear. Will they try and use Harry against the king? I'm getting despair and helplessness. So on one side, that was going very, very well and all glorious, and we're going to, you know, get our king back as much as we can. But I'm kind of feeling like drugs, painkillers, you know, despair. So how will they see him? They'll see him like that. So is the king going to be ill at the time when this happens? Frail. He'll be frail. Absolutely. Do you know what you don't want? Right? You don't want a king with dementia. All the things he could come up with. Don't know why he felt that. What is dementia a factor for King Charles? Support and reassurance. Well, I think the other demographic I'll have to focus elsewhere, because it looks like by the time this does happen with Restore as well, and it is only Restore, it is not Reform. I don't know why I say that, but I'm getting it's not. And this is a carer, somebody caring for somebody, so on the drugs, really ill health, but part of a plan. What will become of this, you know, unauthorised takeover of a certain demographic? What will be the outcome for them? They'll have to hold back, won't they? Yeah, they won't be getting exactly what they want and any faster than they have already. How do the police feel about this certain demographic? Trapped, stuck, unable to move. You know, you've got them flooding in for applications, and you've got them on the streets being arrested. Oh dear. Do you know what? It's pack mentality. So what I'm seeing is, I'm seeing you know, an M of a male of that demographic, who's been happily working for the police for years, you know, never been late, never had a parking ticket, never expressed any views, well liked by his colleagues, and then all of a sudden you get another one coming in, and then that behaviour of that person changes, you know. The more cutting in the responses, the more black and white, the more they're colder, their attitude. They want more, they want to be recognised, you know, all of a sudden. A badge of honour, you know, and I need my own prayer mat, and I need to do this at 11 o'clock and 4 o'clock or whenever it is, you know, and that's the pack mentality, and it's going to take a hell of a lot, okay, you can't just wipe the system and then get them in one by one, but you are going to have a massive purge. And when Restore Britain come in, how will the police feel then? That they can do the job. Look at that, passed into the future, you know. They'll be happy. They're going to take what they did the best in the past and take it into the future and build on that. Now, I got 2 years. So are we looking at 2 years? No, it could be a lot sooner than that. A lot sooner. You know what worries me? If there was a general election called right now, you know, to Restore have enough support. I'm not even going to ask, but anyway, I don't want to take anybody's hope away, so we'll see. But I'm getting less than 2 years. I'm getting a 0, in fact. Could be this week, could be next week. Does 0 mean before that? So does 0 mean this year? October. October, okay, October. Oh my God. Well, all we can do is just, you know, Restore Britain have to be doing the job. They have to be seen to do the job. They're going to have to sell it to us. They're going to have to really nail it with their team as well. So it won't even be, that's what it's saying, it won't be a year. Well, it's supposed to be back in it. Does it come back in September? Well, that might make sense, you know. So let's look for October. What happens to our government in October, please? A lot of poor decisions. A lot of poor decisions. You got stuff coming out with Andy anyway. Oh my God. That bloody Mahmood and Streeting on about letting prisoners out. Well, it just goes to show, doesn't it? Again, something else that's exposed to us. Something else that is not real. Outcome for us, please. Lies, 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 all will be revealed. Okay, so somebody's going to come out and we're going to find out about even more lies about other people as well. What the lies are about? They're about William. Holy shit, is it William? Is that William? No, it's not William. Oh, I don't know then. That's William. No. So, is it going to come out about William and he reveals lies and he has to correct something that's said because it's not true? No. Is it lies about William? Yeah, about the past. Past efforts will be rewarded. So why is there disagree then? Why is there disagree? Lies about Prince William, that's all I get. Lies about Prince William and then having to come out and say something to deal with something. So what's the outcome for us? Well, we found out the truth about a situation. It's not even the truth, actually. We just found out that something's gone off regarding William not agreeing to something. And that's a good decision. Whatever that is. Whatever that is. Why, I get the impression that William is looking for a new law. Is that true? Yes or no? Yes. Absolutely. Check the details. So he wants to use a certain law against something. So that would give the king an legal excuse not to do something. That's what I'm feeling. Not to do something. Can William save his dad? No. Well, maybe. I just get, I'll see the nasty side of someone, but that will be thanks to William, you know. So I don't know what's going on there, but obviously, there's something coming out. And you've got the king with the church. You've got, you know, the king can't wait for Restore Britain to come and deal with this for him. But why did the king agree to it with the government? Well, we know, don't we, the monarchy. Yeah, the monarchy. Yeah. That they'd humiliate you and profit from you. And obviously, Starmer at the time was Prime Minister. Whoever's Prime Minister controls the royals, I'm afraid. That'll be interesting. So, and I'll think on that. Lies revealed. William, he disagrees with something. And he's going to make a point of law. And it'll kind of uncover people. That's what I'm getting. It'll uncover people. Don't know. It could be a bug, you know. A bug. A microphone bug. They're having a few mishaps lately, aren't they? Anyway, guys, yes, that's it from me then. Thank you very much for listening and watching. And I'll be back soon with another reading. Bye now. Bye-bye.